It gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's Volunteer Service Awards recipients. Each year, the 4 Lenape District High Schools each select a volunteer service recipient. The students receive this award demonstrated a commitment and dedication towards service and volunteerism, as well as leadership that truly inspires others to do the same in their communities. This award was implemented across the district in an effort to instill in our students civic responsibility and a willingness to service their communities throughout their lives. Finally, I would like to thank the students for their leadership and congratulate them on receiving this year's Volunteer Service Award. We are proud of your efforts.
I met Ryan, I guess he must have been in 8th grade, and his dad brought him to one of our game nights for National Honor Society and knew right then and there that he was going to be great to interact with everybody. So when he came in as a 9th grader, instantly recruited him into the Buddies Club and had him join us, and he was willing.
I do a lot with the special needs program. West Langan's been like a great influence with me with the Buddies Club, so I've really gotten involved with them.
Ryan is actively involved with our buddies. He sits down, he socializes, no questions asked. He's just there to help, and once we were able to have leadership positions, he's been my vice president and my president of the club.
Outside of school, one of the first things I got involved with community service was the Tabernacle Rescue Squad. I saw the opportunity, I joined, and then I wanted to do more with it, so I became an EMT, went to EMT school. With the rescue squad, someone could be in agony and then you're with them in the ambulance for 5 minutes, and then as you get to the hospital, they got a smile on their face, looking at a different perspective. I've also helped out with MS Walk in Ocean City, which on the sad side of it, my mom was diagnosed with MS in 2006, but it's also been a lot of fun, We've had a lot of family members come together and we've met a lot of great people, heard a lot of amazing stories. It just makes it so much better raising all this money, helping, find a cure for the disease.
He's just an all-around great person. He never says no when I ask things, and I sometimes push the limit, but he's always saying yes. He comes out to the game night, the dances, he helps with the adaptive PE class. Just an overall great guy.
Community service is very important to me because, not only is it a good deed, like when you can change someone's day around by just taking some time out of your day, it goes both ways, and it's just, great influence on my life, and it's molded me into the person I am today.
Jackie is a wonderful student, not only academically, but she is the type of student that always believed in helping other students. She's kind, she's compassionate, she's considerate, and I will tell you, I have not met a student that has done as much volunteer work as Jackie has.
In everything she does, she comes across as being very compassionate, very kind.
A very important part of Jacqueline's life has been her involvement in the Girl Scouts. And recently, in November, she was awarded the Gold Award, which is the highest honor that a Girl Scout could achieve.
Jackie's Gold Award project was a program to help provide shoes to the homeless people of Atlantic City.
For my project, my troop and I participated in the Miss America Show Your Shoes parade for a couple years. Coming from the girls in the convertibles being paraded down the boardwalk, showing off their expensive, embellished shoes, and then walking back to my car and seeing the poverty just a block away from the parade, I felt that I had to do something about that.
She first partnered with Atlantic City Mission and Atlantic Care Mission Health.
I collected over 800 pairs of shoes, 400 pairs of socks, and I donated them back. And I also did a donation during the Miss America Show Your Shoes parade.
And then the second component, she wanted to add an educational piece. So she was able to train a small group of volunteers, and they were successful in educating over 500 adults on proper foot care.
I gave them information on what specific diseases and problems affect their feet, specifically because of the amount of miles they walk. And then I gave out blessings bags with nail files, lotions, foot wipes, and a clean pair of socks. And I also had shoes that they could try on and see which fit best for them.
Jackie is like one of the genuinely nicest people I know. Not even just like community service wise, because she has crazy community service hours.
Since I first met her, I was really impressed how she was not only a good student, but she really firmly believed in doing stuff to help others.
I don't do community service for awards. So like getting the award was kind of just like, oh wow. And it just made me feel really good about something that I'm doing just because I enjoy doing it.
Caroline is one of the most impressive leaders we've ever had with the Shawnee dance team. And she's very busy with her community service and her dance studio, and with juggling all of that and her honors courses and her commitment to the Shawnee dance team is just so impressive.
The activities that I'm involved in here at Shawnee are dance team, NHS, Italian club, and those all have had like something to do with community service.
She balances it all very effortlessly, and she never seems like she's spread too thin.
One of the most important things to me is the Medford Schools March Against Hunger, which is a food drive throughout all of the Medford Township schools. My brother actually started the March Against Hunger food drive. I was actually able to help him with that, so as the years have gone on, my sister took over when my brother graduated, and then when my sister graduated, I was able to take over, and it's been like such a fun experience, and I love it.
She definitely comes from a family that, gives back and, does things for the right reasons.
With dance team, I actually organized a pom-pom donation drive to go to all the kids at Give Kids the World Village.
She got some dance team members together around here in New Jersey to make some pom-poms and other things to go and bring down to them and dance for them.
And I was able to go bring that to them and like give them the donations and volunteer there right before I went for my senior trip.
I know how intense her schedule is, and not only with dance and academics, but her resume is, so impressive with all of the community service she's done.
Knowing that like something that I do and something that could be so small as donating like a box of food can make such a difference in someone's life is the best feeling in the world, and knowing that like something I do can bring a smile to someone's face, that is like the best feeling in the world, knowing that I'm helping them.
I nominated Sammy for this award because all year long she has been phenomenal. She's just not the president that tells people what to do, but she leads by example.
For NHS, I coordinate between the other officers, and then at each meeting, I usually lead the meeting by the agenda.
Sammy came to me in the summer, and I had no idea that she had this obsessive compulsive disorder as a young person and how much she had struggled.
I was lucky enough to kind of overcome a lot of that with a lot of support, but a lot of people aren't so lucky to have that support, so I wanted to do an event to raise money for an organization that gives people that support.
She got the community involved, she researched everything she needed to do on her own to make this bike ride happen.
This bike ride idea was going on for about a year, and it took about a year to plan because we had to find sponsors. I had to kind of plan out the routes for the bike ride, and eventually it came together. It was all called Move for Mental Health.
She was so passionate about this, and she wanted to help other people that she felt that we needed to raise money, and so she just went after it.
We were able to get about 200 riders, and we were able to make about $12,000. It was a really great effort, and I think that really what the goal was of the whole bike ride was to get the conversation about mental health started.
The bike ride was such a wonderful challenge, and she did so much more than a teenager would do. And I just felt it was more from her heart than just something that she had to put on a resume.
Volunteerism is just a really important part of my life, and I think that everybody should try to find a cause that they're passionate about, and I think that's just what I did.